the T1 rectangles is A and the T2 rectangles is A plus D. It means that uh, the T2 rectangles is higher than the T1 rectangles and it's higher lah. So okay, then macam mana nak kata?
No, you just explain like this. Okay, in inquiry 3, we will observe how to derive the formula of sum of the first n terms. You kena lancar sebab dia akan keluar kat YouTube. Okay?
Okay.
The formula of sum of the first n term Sn, we call it as Sn of the arithmetic progressions. Okay. So what is the meaning of the first n terms? First n terms mean we have first term, second term, third term until the n term. That is the first n terms. Okay, you need to understand what is the meaning of the first n term first. Kena terang macam tu dulu sebab dia orang kena faham bahawa mesti ada words the first n term baru dia orang boleh tulisnya sebagai S5 macam you cakap tadi. Okay.
Okay.
So macam tu. Explain yang tu dulu. Okay, next. Terus je. Okay, so please look at the screen. Okay, we will observe the table below. Okay, so for the sum of terms of, for the sum of two terms, S2, represented by S2, okay, look at the number of grid based on the number of terms. Sebab dia orang kena faham bahawa S2 tu dia ada dua grid. So, the first term is T1 and the second term is T2. Okay. So, terang tentang tinggi dia. Tinggi yang pertama. The height of the first terms is represented by A. What is the meaning of A? A is the first term. We can write the first term as A or T1. Macam tu dulu. Okay. Lepas tu, when we add another height to the first term, then the difference between the first and the second, the second and the first term, sebab dia ST2 tolak T1 kan. So, the second and the first term is common difference, which is D. Common difference. So nak tunjuk supaya dia orang nampak dekat screen tu kat situ ialah D. Okay. So sebenarnya nak terang yang tu sebab kalau kita terus terang nanti dia orang tak faham. Jadi you kena terang, you kena tolong bacakan. Okay, you kena tolong bacakan table tu. Okay. So next from diagram 1 we can conclude that T1 equal to A, T2 equal to A plus 2 minus 1D. So just explain lah kenapa minus 1. Kenapa 2 tolak 1? Why is 2 minus 1? Because we already know that the formula of Sn dah terang hari tu kan?
Ya.
So kita tahu tu, kita nak bagi tahu dia orang 2 minus 1 is comes from n minus 1d daripada formula. Nak terang yang tu. So maksudnya n tu, so you need to explain n tu how did we know that n is equal to 2? Because we have two terms and we need to find the sum of the second term. Kena terang satu-satu macam tu. Mana Christina? Christina dah masuk belum? Sat. Christina kena ada. Tapi Christina dengar. So kena explain macam tu. Kemudian explain kepada itulah diagram tu. Kemudian diagram 3, diagram 4. So yang bawah ni bagi dia orang sebagai homework. So dia orang kena buat benda ni lah. Kita nak tengok nanti S4 sampai Sn tu lah. S4, suruh dia orang buat S4, S5, S6, terus Sn. Nak buat conclusion. Oh sorry, suruh dia orang buat pula. No, you kena tunjuk. You dah ready tak yang tu? S4 buat tak? S4. Christina, you ready tak? S4.
Saya buat dah.
Kenapa you all tak share muka ah? Kalau you present, you kena share muka. You tahu tak bila kita dengar orang present tak ada muka kat YouTube, cuba you bayangkan. Orang explain tak ada muka, macam tak seronok kan? So sebab tu kita share screen, sebab tu bukan kita pergi fokus terus dekat screen tu, kita nak ada orang kat tepi tu. Okay? So cikgu, alamak Christina hilang pula dah. So maknanya kena ready macam tu. Madam Haziq masuk dah. Malik hilang pula dah. Okay? So cuba semula. Cikgu nampak dah ni kat bawah ni kat backstage. Christina. Siapa nak present, pastikan data penuh. Kecuali blackout tak upaya nak buat macam mana lah, gelap gelita. Tapi tak apa, blackout pun tak apa, maknanya memang tak nampak muka lah, tapi boleh explain je. Christina, okay. Nanti sekejap lagi cikgu warning dekat group, nak present kena data penuh. Okay, so dia punya konsep macam tu, kita kena, jangan laju sangat sebab semua orang baru nak belajar, nanti tak faham. Macam hari tu dia laju, lepas tu dia ada macam tu kan. So yang tu menunjukkan not well prepared lah. So kalau kita live, nanti macam mana orang nak tengok kita ni kita ada 1 hari lagi. Okay. So maksudnya macam ni. Okay. Christina yang akan present inquiry 3, buat kena tunjuk, tak apa hari ni tunjuk terang sampai S3 je. Lepas tu tambah satu S4. Kalau rajin tambah satu lagi S5. Lepas tu terus Sn. You kena tunjuk. Lepas ni you kena bagi tahu cikgu boleh tak ni sebab saya nak share screen saya. So cikgu akan stop sharing buku teks sebab nak tunjuk you punya kerja yang S4 dengan S5 dan S1. Ya. Okay? So dia ada 2 cara. Satu, you nak tulis pada waktu tu, atau sebab takut nanti tulisan jadi macam raksasa pada waktu tu, jadi you boleh tulis siap-siap dan point pada satu-satu tu waktu tu. Okay? Cuma mungkin boleh certain part macam 2 tolak 1 tu boleh tulis nanti. Kosongkan sahaja. Certain part yang bila dia substitution, you patut kosongkan sebab orang nak masuk kat situ, you boleh explain. Okay? Boleh Muka dulu. Esok beli data banyak sikit. Mana muka? Oi, nak muka lah. Siapa ada masalah kat sebelah tu ada ruangan chat. Yang dekat backstage pun boleh tulis dekat ruangan chat sebab cikgu boleh baca. Okay, Christina ready tak? Baru nampak muka. Christina? Oh, Christina. Ampun live panggil Christina pula tu. Mana si Christina ni tak tahu? Okay, Sophia, you explain first.
Doktor dia kata dia duk cakap.
Ha? Oi, jangan tanya dia tekan mic ke tidak. Sebab tu kena tunjuk muka supaya kita nampak dia tengah bercakap, dia tekan mic ke tidak. Sekarang ni muka dia tak nampak, kita pun tak tahu dia tengah buat apa, makan apa.
Ya.
Mana dia tak ada cakap pun dekat grup. Mana? Ni tolong alert dekat komen kat tepi ni nah. Nanti kan masa tu cikgu tak akan kacau you bentang. Cikgu akan tulis kat tepi ni, kat chat sebelah tu. Mananya Christina?
Okay.
12 minit dah tau. Grup pertama tak ni lagi. Mananya? Sophia, mana kau punya partner ni?
Hello.
Sampai mana?
Hari lain. Dia nak clear.
Okay. Barulah nampak muka hang kena tunjuk muka barulah orang ada semangat nak dengar. Yang lain-lain duduk dekat backstage dulu. Tapi you boleh komen kat chat itu. Adam Haziq, Maliknya. Adam Haziq, kau jangan lupa pergi cari Malik pergi mana tu nah. Lagi lepas ni grup. Okay, Christina.
Saya nak mula dengan introduction bagi salam ke senang?
Sebab yang tu kita akan buat sebelum tu nanti. Nanti cikgu akan explain pembentang, kemudian cikgu akan introduce you dengan Sofia. So nanti you just terus je masuk. Okay, today I will explain about inquiry 3, which we will derive the formula of sum of the first n terms, and we can call it as Sn of the arithmetic progression. Apalah, buatlah ayat sendiri pun tak apa. Lepas tu terang satu persatu ni. Okay.
Okay, today I will explain about inquiry 3.
Dalam poket mama tu ada tak? Hai, cepatlah buat inquiry apa, tak senyap apa tu. Ni dek, Nadik.
About deriving the formula of sum of the first n terms as n of the arithmetic progression. Okay.
Then
Sum of the progression, which means we are going to find boleh BM tak cikgu? Kena buat BM je.
no, tak boleh lah. Kita tengah live ni, macam mana pula nak BM? Sekarang you tengah share screen ke?
Tak.
Lepas tu kenapa cikgu nampak screen bukan muka you? Bila bercakap mesti muka, sebab orang bila kita explain, kita kan nak tengok muka orang. Nanti bila you nak tunjuk dekat sini tak ada masalah lah. Kalau you tengah tulis tak apa.
Saya mula lain. Okay, today I will explain inquiry 3 about deriving the formula of sum of the n terms, sum of the first n terms as n of the arithmetic progression. Sum of the terms where we are going to find the total of
Total of n terms.
Total of n terms. Let's take a look at inquiry 3. The first one, observe the table below. Okay, let's take a look at diagram 1. There is 2 grids there, T1, which we can also, sorry, madam. Where? Let's take a look at diagram.
Sat. Sementara cikgu suruh Sofia bentang dulu, you prepare Sat. Nah? You kena explain satu-satu. Okay, we will observe this table. So look at the first diagram. You can see here that we have 2 terms which is represented by T1 and T2. Can you see what is the difference between the first term and the second term? Okay, so let's take a look at the height of the diagram. So the height of the diagram is representing by A, which means the first term, or we can call it as first term. So in this diagram, actually, we will look at the height of the diagram. Then if you look at the second diagram, you can see that the height of the diagram increasing by D. Okay, meaning that A plus D is the new height of the diagram. So what is actually D? What is actually A? Kena terang yang itulah dulu. Sebab nanti you nak masukkan dia dalam formula ni. Macam tu. Okay. So you prepare perlahan-lahan di tepi tu sampai macam mana nak terang ini. You kena terang satu-satu ni. Terang ni kemudian macam mana digantikan dalam ni. You kena explain. Satu. Next you pergi dekat S3. Kalau you tak prepare S4, you terus pergi dekat SN. Ni you kena share you punya sendiri. Sebab orang nak tengok kat sini. Okay? Okay, cikgu bagi Sofia dulu. Okay? Cikgu bagi Sofia dulu. Sofia.
Yeah.
Okay, you first. Yes, you first.
Okay. Now we're gonna look at example 6. The question says, given that an arithmetic progression 4, 7, 10, find A, the sum.
Dot.
Okay.
No, you kena cakap 4, 7, 10 and so on.
Oh, okay. Okay, saya start lain Okay, the question says, given that an arithmetic progression 4, 7, 10 and so on, find A, the sum of the first 35 terms. Doktor, bahagian ni kan saya nak buat kamera belakang, tak apa tak? Kau saya kena
Boleh?
share screen.
Tak.
Boleh
So sekarang cikgu akan stop screen. Cikgu rasa kalau macam tu you patut baca dua-dua. So cikgu rasa you patut sebut macam ni. Okay. We continue with the example 6. So we can you will realize whether you understand what Christina have explained about SN formula. Okay. Sebab you nak kena relate dengan Christina tadi. So look at example 6. Given that an arithmetic progression 4, 7, 10 and so on. We need to find A, the sum of the first 35 terms. You need to know what is the meaning of the first 35 terms. Okay. And then we will find the sum of the first n terms. Okay. So cikgu akan tutup screen. Stop sharing. Kemudian you akan pergi dekat sini. So cikgu akan keluar dari sini. Okay.
Okay.
Christina.
Okay.
Tak apa, cuba you tunjuk you punya ni. Sebab kena keluar daripada sini baru orang nampak besar.
Okay.
Remove Christina dulu.
Sekejap, nanti saya cari spot yang
tak apa,
nanti
sekarang
saya cari
ni
spot
terang
yang
je.
lebih
Nanti
sesuai.
cari. Okay.
Okay.
Tak apa, yang ni sambil terang je sebab nak tengok you punya presenting je.
Okay, so the first question A, sum of the first 35 terms. Okay, firstly we need to know the formula to find the sum of the first nth term, which has been presented by Christina. So the formula of the first nth term is Sn equals to
Okay, kena
n
tulisan besar
over
nak.
2a plus n
buruk tulisan D.
Sebab itulah cikgu kata ada benda yang you dah kena
Okay.
tulis siap-siap. Maksudnya macam ni.
Okay, nanti
Dengar.
saya praktis lain ada tu.
Sat, macam ni. Dengar Okay, cikgu rasa macam ni. You kena ada macam satu, dia panggil cue card. Macam, contohnya macam size macam ni. Size macam ni you dah siap-siap tulis, rumus. So maknanya you just boleh pegang macam ni je ke untuk tunjuk ataupun you nak ambil pakai kamera tu dengan tulis huruf yang besar supaya orang boleh nampak. Sebab kalau tidak nanti orang tak nampak. Betul tak? Okay, satu. Kemudian bila nak buat jalan kira, okay tak apa. Tapi you kena, cikgu rasa kena tulis besar. Kalau rasa waktu live tulis tak lawa, jadi tulis siap-siap dan tunjuk. Okay. Buat tapak dia siap-siap. Di mana pula dah? Ni siapa Christina. Ni mana Sofia? Hilang pula dah.
tertekan benda tak sepatutnya.
Tu lah. Okay, tak apa. Esok jangan tertekan Sat, cikgu turun ke bawah, you terang Sebab kalau cikgu turun ke bawah, you akan besar sikit skrin tu.
Okay. Jadi doktor, esok kan saya buat lain benda ni. Yang ni saya tak bahagi dua. Jadi saya tulis besar-besar kat tengah ni.
Ya, betul. Kalau cikgu ada kat backstage, you tak dengar cikgu cakap. So maksudnya macam ni, kalau you ada apa-apa nak tanya, you tengok dekat chat sebelah tu, cikgu akan reply kat situ sebab you tengah present, cikgu ada kat backstage. Okay?
Okay.
So cikgu nak keluar ni.
Okay.
Sila terang.
Okay. Saya sambung, okay. Okay, firstly, we need to know the value of A. So we know that A is the first term. So here we have been given that the first term is 4. So A A equals to 4. Nanti saya buat lain, saya tulis atas kertas lain, lepas tu saya letak saja. Jadi saya tak boleh tulis. Tak apa kan? Okay, tak apalah. Okay. Next we need to know the value of D, which is common difference. How to find the common difference? We need to subtract the second term with the first term, which is 7 minus 4. So we'll get the value of D is 3. Okay, so we have known the value of A and D. So the next thing that we need to do is just to substitute the value of A and D into this formula. And we want to find the value of the first 35 terms. So the value of N is 35. So we just substitute the value of A, D and N into this formula. So we will get here as n equals to 30. Itu ya? Betul. Sn equal to 35. Oh. Saya start lain Doktor nak beritahu meaning the first 35 terms. Okay. Saya start lain. Okay, so the question wants us to find the sum of the first 35 terms. Firstly, we need to know what is the sum of the first 35 terms. Okay. Here we have been given the arithmetic progression for 7, 10 and so on. The question asks us to find the sum of the first 35 terms. It means that until this arithmetic progression reaches the terms of 35th. So when we add all the progressions, we will get the total value of all the 35 terms. Okay tak, Doktor?
Okay, jap. Macam ni. Okay, Sat. Macam ni, explain. Lepas baca soalan,
Okay.
kemudian dah tahu dah kita, we need, okay, for the first question, we need to find the sum of the first 35 terms. So you need to understand what is what should we write for the words, the sum of the first 35 terms. These sentences can be represented by S35. What is the meaning of S35? That means we have 35 terms. Meaning that 4 is the first term, or we can write it as T1. 7 is the second term, T2. 10 is the third term, until the 35 terms, T35. But in this question, we need to know what is the sum of the first 35 terms. We can actually add up all the terms, T1 plus T2 plus T3 plus T4 plus 35. But we will use the simple way to find the sum of the first 35 terms by using the formula explained by Christina just now. So what is actually the formula? So tunjuklah formula tu. Then, okay, from this formula, you need to identify what is N, what is A, what is D. So, we will identify this first. A is actually the first term, which is 4. N is actually the number of terms, which is 35, n equal 35. And how can we find the common difference, which is D? So we can get it from T2 minus T1 or T3 minus T2 to find the common difference. So tunjuk je lah lepas tu A sama dengan tu, tunjuk D, tunjukkan siap-siap. Just tunjuk je, you dah tulis siap-siap besar-besar. Macam tu. Yeah. Okay, so lepas tu you cakap, you terus je lah. Okay, using this formula, we will substitute all these unknowns to the formula. Just substitute. Okay. And then you dah substitute and then just press your calculator, your awesome calculator, and you will get the answer. Macam tu dah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Jadi Doktor, untuk example 7 dan 8 tu saya kena tulis lain. Maksud saya tulis dahulu sebelum saya buat.
Macam ni. Cikgu rasa waktu you, cikgu tak akan tunjuk tak akan share screen. Sampai Christina je share screen. Jadi you kena ada satu page untuk soalan. Tulis cantik-cantik.
Okay.
Kalau nak print lah, tak kisahlah. Tak ada masalah, mana-mana je lah. Mana-mana je.
Yeah.
Kemudian satu yang soalan sahaja. Next. Untuk ruang jawapan you lah. Satu soalan, satu kertas untuk rumus. Tak kisah, ikut-ikut. Asalkan you rasa dia sesuai, yang mana sesuai. Kalau
Okay.
cikgu prepare, cikgu prefer dengan cue card macam ni lah. So cikgu tahulah cikgu akan ambil ni first ke belakang. Ambil ni first ke belakang. So itu ialah cara yang betul untuk kita present dekat universiti. Macam tu lah.
Oh.
So jadi lebih mudah sebab memudahkan kita sebenarnya supaya kita tak lari daripada apa benda yang kita nak ni. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
So it depends. Cikgu keluar nak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jadi sekarang saya sambung dulu tapi nanti saya buat lain lah. Okay. Then we just substitute all these values into the formula. So here S 35 equals to 35 over 2 to D is 3. So we just press the calculator and the answer will be 1925. Here is the last answer. Okay. Then we go to the question B. Find the sum of the first nth terms. It means that the question asks us to find the formula of the first nth term for this particular arithmetic progression. Okay, so firstly, we are still using this formula, but the thing that we need to do is that we don't substitute the real value of n because we are not given the value of n. We are just finding the formula of the first nth term for this particular progression. So we are still using the same formula as n equals to n over 2 Okay, then we need to substitute the value of A and D just like we have done just now, but we don't substitute the value of N. So we will get as N equals to N over 2. First term is 4 plus N minus 1. Common difference is 3. Then we just solve this equation and the last answer is n over 2 5 plus 3n. So this is the sum of the first nth term for this particular arithmetic progression. It means that, for example, we want to find the formula of, let's say, fifth terms. So we just substitute the value of 5 into n. So we will get the sum of the first 5 terms. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, tu untuk example 6, doktor. Tu nanti saya kena baca soalan example 7 pula. Doktor nanti kan hari live tu, maknanya saya tulis soalan dahulu, lepas saya habis explain example 6, saya tunjuk example 7 pula. Okay. Okay. Sekejap. Okay. I'll read the example 7 first, tapi esok nanti saya tunjuk soalan. Okay, example 7. The sum of the first 10 terms of an arithmetic progression is 230, and the sum of the subsequent 10 terms is 630. Find the first term A and the common difference D for this arithmetic progression. Okay, from these sentences, we can actually take out the important information. So this is the important information. From the first sentence, we know that the first 10 terms of we know that the first 10 terms of an arithmetic progression, that we don't know the arithmetic progression because it is not given, but we know that the first 10 terms of the progression is 230. That is the first important information. Then the next sentence, sum of subsequent 10 terms is sum of the subsequent 10 terms is 630. Subsequent 10 terms here means just now we have first 10 terms, subsequent 10 terms means the next 10 terms. It means that just now we have first 10 terms, subsequent 10 terms mean the next 10 terms after the first 10 terms. So it is actually as T20. Is it actually T20? Okay.
No. The subsequent 10 terms means that T11 to T20, T11. Maknanya you kena cakap bahawa just now we already have the first 10 terms, T1, T2 until T10, and the subsequent 10 terms mean T11, T12 until T20. So we need to add from T11 plus T12 plus T13 until T20 to find the sum of the subsequent terms.
Alright. Okay. Okay, kita sambung. So the question asks us to find first term A and common difference D. The first thing that we need to do is to write the formula for the first n term. So we know that the formula of the first n term is Sn n over 2. Nanti saya tulis sekejap, doktor. Ni saya nak tulis dulu. 2A tambah 2A n tolak 1 the okay. Okay, that is the formula for the first nth term. So, uh, so then we know that the sum of the first 10 terms is 230. This means that S10 equals to 10 over 2 eh the because it says that the first 10 terms is 230, so it means that n equal to 10 and n equal to 10, and the 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 value of this particular formula is 230. So we can just write it as 230 equals to 5 2a plus 9d. This is for the first information from the question. Oh, jap. Okay. And then
Okay. Okay. Sebab jalan kira tu nampak berterabur nanti walaupun dalam buku macam tu tapi nanti ramai yang tak akan faham. So we need to extract the first information which is S10 equal to 230. Tulis dulu. S10 equal to 230. Yes, that is the first step you need to do before you explain how to substitute it. Okay. Below the S10, you add the formula 10 over 2.
below sini.
Yes, below, yes. 10
10
over
over
2 bracket 2a plus, yes, just do like that.
2. Okay.
Equal to 230. So tell them to simplify this. You will get 5 bracket 2a plus 9d. Betul Tulis kat bawah tu.
Yeah.
Tulis. So you just tell them to simplify. You can simplify
okay.
them first. You need to simplify them first. Then solve sampai you dapat 46 equal to 2a plus 9d is the first equation.
Okay.
Okay. So before that, bila you tunjuk the questions, you need to focus that when we are given the information, but when we are given the incomplete information, like this, like in this example, we know that the sum of the first 10 terms is 230, but we actually did not know the first terms and the common difference. So if you have two unknowns in any questions, that means you will use the simultaneous equation. Cuma bagi tahu kat diorang,
Okay.
when you read the question and identify that you need to find two unknowns, the value of two unknowns, then you will automatically know that you maybe need to use the simultaneous equation. So sebenarnya Sebenarnya yang tu dulu. Kita tahu yang tu dulu sebab nak kena tunjuk. So sekarang dia tunjuk macam ni tak sebelah-sebelah. S sebab you keluarkan maklumat. S10 equal to 230. Kemudian sebelah tu S, oh sorry, what S? Oh okay. The sum of the subsequent n term. Yang tu masalah lah kan sebab kita tak tahu kan.
Ya.
Okay. So macam mana kita nak buat? Maknanya kita tahu S10 tak tahu kan? Nak tambah berapa kan? So maknanya kita kena buat S20. So tunjuk kat sebelah je. S20. S20 equal to
230 tambah 630.
yes. So kena explain kat dia orang bahawa S20 is actually not 630 because the 630 is actually from T11 to T20.
T20.
So now we need to get the sum of the first 20 terms. So we will add the first 10 terms and the subsequent 10 terms to get the S20. Lepas tu barulah. Okay?
Alright. Okay.
Okay, tak apa
Jadi
terus.
saya nak
teruskan.
ulang example example
Tak payah.
8. Tak payah.
Tak payah, terus je. Terus untuk yang S20.
Okay. Sekejap ambil kertas baru. Penuh dah.
Sebab esok you patut bentang dalam 15 ke 20 minit je tau. So you kena betul-betul tak ada nak cek kertas apa semua.
Okay.
Okay dah, cikgu nak keluar.
Sekejap. Okay. Tapi nanti saya buat yang ni bersekali dengan yang S20 nantilah. Tapi sekarang ni dah penuh kertas. Okay, saya sambung. Then we have get the equation for the sum of the first 10 terms. So this is the first equation. And then we need to find the second equation, which is the sum of the subsequent 10 terms. Okay, sum of the subsequent 10 terms can be written as 20 equals to 230 plus 630. Why? Because 630 is actually the sum of the T11 until T20. Thus, when we want to find the sum of the first 20th terms, we need to add 230 with 630. So we will get 890. Okay, then we need to substitute the value of n into the formula. As n equals to okay. Tak apa, nanti saya tulis sekejap. Okay, we just substitute the value of n into this formula, so we will get S20 equals to 20 over 2 to A plus 20 minus 1 D. then we know that the 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 sum of the first 20th term is 890. Therefore, we will get 890 equals to, we just solve this equation, and lastly we will get 10 2a plus 19b, and we solve this equation until we get 86 equals to 2a plus 19b. So here is the second equation. Okay, in order for us to find the value of A and B, we just eliminate or substitute. We can use either method, the first equation and the second equation. So the first equation is the first equation is uh 260 46 equals to 2a plus 9b. This is the first equation. Then we can use either elimination method or substitution method to get the value of a and b. Okay, so now I will use the uh, elimination method. 86 minus 86 equals to 2a plus 19b. First equation. Second equation is 46 equals to 2a plus 9b. I subtract this equation and I will get 10b equals to 40. So D equals to 40 over 10. So D equals to 4. So we got the value of D. So in order for us to get the value of A, we just substitute the value of D in one of these equations. Thus, saya tulis kat sini dulu. Nanti hari sebenar saya buat lain. Okay, thus we got I substitute the value of D into equation 2. 86 equals to 2A plus 19 4. So we will get 2A equals to 2A equals to 86 minus 19 times 4, and lastly A equals to 86 minus 19 times 4 divide by 2, and we will get A equals to 5. Therefore A equals to 5, B equals to 4. Okay, doktor. Okay. Boleh saya sambung example 8. Okay. Okay, next we will move on to example 8. Okay, I will read the question first. A swarm of bees started to make a new beehive. 2 hexagonal holes were made on the first day. 5 hexagonal holes were made on the second day, and 8 hexagonal holes were made on the third day and followed on until the beehive is ready. Question A, calculate the number of hexagonal holes on the 12th day. Firstly, we need to extract the important information from these sentences. Okay. On the second sentence, it says that 2 hexagonal holes were made on the first day. It means that the value of first term, or we can represent it as A, equals to 2. Because the first day, the bees make 2 hexagonal holes. Then the first term is 2. And then the second day is 5 hexagonal holes. So T2 equals to 5. So from this information, we can find the value of common difference D, which is 5 minus 2. We will get 3. Okay. So this is the important information that we need to know. Then the question asks us to find the number of hexagonal holes on the 12th day. It means that n equals to 12. Okay. Then we just substitute these values into the formula. Nanti saya tulis 2A tambah. Okay. Nanti saya tulis. Saya siap. So we just substitute these values into this formula. So we will get as 12 equals to 2. The value of A is 2 plus value of N is 12 minus 1, D is 3. So we just use the calculator, and the last answer we will get the number of hexagonal holes on the 12th day is 222. Okay, this is the last answer. Okay. Okay kan, doktor? Okay. The second question. Okay, I'll read the second question. Second question says, calculate the minimum number of days if there are more than 1,000 hexagonal holes made. Okay, we need to understand the question first. It actually want us to find the Sn. The question wants us to find the value of n. And in the question, it also says that if there are more than 1,000 hexagonal holes made, it means that the sum of the nth term is more than 1,000. Okay, so we can write this as the formula of the first n term is n over 2. Yang ni pun saya tulis siap juga. 1D is more than 1,000. Okay. So we have known that the value of A is 2 and the value of D is 3. So we just substitute n over 2 plus n. Nanti saya tulis sekejap yang ni. And 3 is more than 1,000. Okay, then we can solve this equation, and lastly we will get n 1 plus 3n more than 2,000. And it means n plus 3n square is more than 2,000. Okay, to solve these inequalities, we can use we can use whatever method that you like, but today I will use the apa, garis nombor number line method. Okay, so here is the number line. Saya rasa yang ni pun saya buat juga nanti. X. Okay, yang ni n more less than tak apa, ni saya tulis siap. Yang ni okay. Okay, so in order for us to know the value of n, we need to choose one point and substitute it in this formula. Oh, jap lupa. Sorry, doktor terlupa. 3n square tambah n tolak 2000. Okay. Sorry, doktor terlupa. Okay, so we will choose one point, one test point to substitute into this formula. Okay, we will choose one point from this first. Let's say if we choose negative 26. If we substitute the value of negative 26 into the formula, okay, negative 3, negative 26 plus 26 minus 2000, we will get the answer is 2. So 2 is more than 0. So this is positive side. Okay, this and then we know that this is the positive part of the equation. Then we will substitute this value. We will substitute one of the test point from this value. Let's say if we choose 26, we substitute the value of 26 into the equation. Equals to, we will get the answer is 54. 54 is more than 0. So this is the positive part. Then we know that the solution of this equation is n less than negative 25.99 and n more than 25.65. We don't use this because this is negative value. So we just use this as our answer. Then we will get n more than 25.65 and we round off the value and we will get the answer n equal to 26. So this means that 26 days is the minimum day that that 1000 holes were made. Okay, tu je doktor.
Okay. So you need to be precise with your explanation, practice more. You have one day. Okay. So I will remove you from this stream.
Okay.
Okay.
Sekejap doktor, okey kan? Okey kan doktor?
Okay. Cuma dia tergantung-gantung. So kena betul-betul prepare supaya dia lancar waktu kita cakap nah.
Okay.
Okay, sebab dah lama ni you bentang lama. Okay, mari kita tengok Christina Christina, remove you dari sini. Okay, Christina. Sebab lepas ni ada ramai lagi orang menunggu kat bawah tu. Okay, Christina, you can continue. Make it short
Okay.
and accurate. Okay? Cikgu keluar daripada sini, you explain. Jangan lupa baca chat kat tepi, cikgu akan tegur di situ.
Madam, about the textbook. So today I will explain inquiry 3, where the aim is to derive the formula of sum of the first n terms as n of the arithmetic progression. The first, oh, let's take a look at the table given. Okay, let's take a look at the table given. The first one, we are going to calculate the S2. Sabar, madam, sorry. Can I? Let's take a look at the first column, the diagram 1. There are two grids there. The first one is labeled as T1. The second one is T2, which is D higher than T1. We can also say that D is the common difference. T1 can also be called as the first terms. So the information that we can obtain from diagram 1 is the value of the terms. T1 equals to A, T2 equals to A plus 2 minus 1D. This is the formula to count the terms, which is Tn equals to A plus n minus 1D. So from this information, let's move to diagram.
Christina tak dengar you punya suara. You tengah terang ke you beku kat situ ni?
Huh? Saya tengah cakap. Hello?
Tapi you beku di situ. Esok beli data banyak sikit lah.
Saya pakai wifi.
Oh, wifi lagi okey patutnya kan? Tapi kalau hujan mungkin tak laju lah, tak apalah. Okay, teruskan. Sebab tak dengar suara you.
Now we substitute the information we get from diagram 1, the value of T1 and T2, into the formula of the rectangle. Sum of S2 is half of the area of the rectangle. So the equation we get now let's move to diagram 3, which has the same information as diagram 1, which was at, but there was another one.
Tak dengar suara. Tak dengar suara. Siapa punya group lepas ni? Tam Haziq. Christina, you terbeku kat situ lah. Macam ada masalah dekat internet lah.
Wait, I try to come back.
Okay. Adam Haziq dengan ni. Adam Haziq dengan Malik on camera. Siapa first presenter? Who is the first presenter?
Me. I'm going to present first.
Okay. So can you share your own screen? Or do I need to share my screen?
Wait, let me try.
You will share your own. You will share your own, or you need me to share mine?
Let me try.
Okay. Stop sharing. Ada share screen kat situ.
Like this
Malik
ke?
tu.
Ya, saya.
Malik, cikgu turunkan you dulu
Okay.
Madam, is it like this?
Click share screen. Click share screen.
Share screen. Wait.
Yes. Click that one.
Screen, yes.
Okay. Then you need to share either your entire screen or application window. I think application window is better.
Application window.
Yes.
Okay, so then I press on the textbook and then I share.
Yeah.
Okay.
Click on the application window and then click share. Try first.
Madam, I already click share.
No, we cannot see that. Share screen. Again, share screen. You need to open your textbooks first. You need to open anything that you want to share. You need to open it first.
I already opened it, madam.
But we cannot see. What did you share? The textbook.
Madam, I already opened the textbook.
But we cannot see. Did you click the application window?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
And
then after click the application window, click the textbook screen. There, textbook screen there. Inside the application window, there will be another window showing your textbook.
Application window, admit
Yes.
textbook.
Yeah.
And then I
In
press
your
share.
application window, there is another application window. Click that first.
Okay, wait. Share screen, application window, stream yang Google. Right. And then right.
Wait, let me see. Device, add to stream. This is Sophia. Sorry. Remove from stream. Which? No, we cannot see. Okay, let me share first. You can try later. Let me share this. Wait, share screen, application window, add math textbook, share. Sorry. Okay. This one, right?
Yes.
Okay. I will
So,
go backstage. Okay.
okay.
So you explain.
So now I'm going to continue my presentation for example 9. This example will introduce you about solving problems involving arithmetic progressions. The example gave a statement which is Encik Sohaimi is a chicken breeder that has 1,500 chickens. He plans to sell 200 chickens each day. He gives food to all the chickens with the expenses of 50 cents per chicken in a day. The question is, calculate the total expenses of the food spent by Mr. Sohaimi if he starts with 1,500 chickens until he is left with 300 chickens. So first step, we look at the solution down there. So the first step will be understanding the problem. The question asks us to find the total expenses of the food spent by Mr. Sohaimi if he starts with 1,500 chickens until he is left with 300 chickens. So we will start by extracting some infos given from the statement. So firstly, the statement states that Encik Sohaimi has 1,500 chickens. He plans to sell 200 chickens each day. He gives food to all chickens with the expenses of 50 cents per chicken in a day. So there are three informations given from the text. So, madam, can you please scroll down to look at the solution? Thank you, madam. So we look at number 2, which is planning a strategy. So firstly, we have to form an arithmetic progression series with a first term, which is A, and common difference, which is D, until the last term, which is 300. So the first term is 1,500 chickens because Encik Sohaimi starts his business with 1,500 chickens. The common difference will be 200 because he plans to sell 200 chickens per day. So that will be the common difference. And the last term is 300. So we need to determine the number of days for Encik Suhaimi to be left with 300 chickens by using the formula Tn equals to A plus N minus 1 times D to find the value of N. It is because if we want to find the sum of the expenses that has been used by Mr. Suhaimi for the chicken foods, we need to find the total day. So we use the formula Tn equals to A plus N. Tn equals to A plus bracket N minus 1 bracket times D. So now, after we find the total days, which is N, now we need to determine the total expenses of food when there are 300 chickens left by using the formula Sn equals to N over 2 bracket 2A plus N minus 1 times D. Madam, that's all.
Dah. Kalau you baca dari sini, nanti orang tak nampak tau sebab you baca. Boleh tak macam ni? I will share the questions. Then you show how to extract the information you show by your own. I will not.
Meaning,
Yeah, meaning that after you read the questions
mm-hmm.
from this, you need to show to extract the information by yourself. You don't have to explain using this.
Okay.
Okay.
So maybe share screen or what? Or like what Sophia did.
Yeah, I think it is better if you can explain on your own words
Okay. Okay. I'll
while
try.
yes, while explain and write it down.
Oh,
So lebih
like Sophia
mudah
did lah.
untuk sebab kalau macam ni orang akan dengar you cakap nanti kita tak faham.
Okay.
Lost. Cikgu lost masa you baca. Dah habis. Okay. So kalau kawan you lagi akan lost.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So nanti try. Okay, so ni Malik ke?
Malik for 3 and 4.
For?
3 and 4. The conclusion, the
Oh.
implementing strategy.
Okay. Okay. Malik. Mari kita tengok Malik terang apa.
Partner Adam. So now I will continue, Adam, by writing down what.
Wait Malik.
Yeah.
Sabar. Sat, cikgu nak stop screen Sat.
Okay.
Cikgu nak remove Aziz Sat.
Berdebak
Cikgu
je.
nak remove diri cikgu juga supaya boleh tunjuk you punya tu. Okay. So you can.
Oh, dapat getak je. Okay, kejap. Okay, first of all, we know from the solution that we want to find how many days first. Was it? Yeah. So we want to find how many days did Encik Suhaimi went from selling 1,500 chickens to 300. So and to do that we will be using this formula right here, which is Tn equals to A plus in brackets n plus 1 times D. So from this formula, what we will be finding is the amount of days needed. And A is the first term, which is 1,500 chickens. And what we're trying to find here is N. And D here is the difference, the common difference between how many chickens are sold in the day. So we got from the question, which is 200, is it? Yeah, 200 chickens. Encik Suhaimi is selling 200 chickens a day. And first, we have to find out how many days does it take for Encik Suhaimi to went from 1,500 to 300. So we will continue for a second. Give me a minute. So using the given formula, we will end up with this. So the amount, the first element, which is 1,500. Sorry. 1,500. We'll just fill in the formula given a couple of seconds ago, which is this. We should fill in the formula and it should look like this. And so from here on, we're trying to find here is n, which is the number of days for Encik Suhaimi to went from 1,500 to 300. So counting what was written here, you will get the answer here, which is 300 is equals to 1,700 minus 200 n. So using algebra, you should get you'll move 200 n here to sorry.
Malik, you punya kamera bergerak-gerak You pegang sambil tulis ke?
Ya.
Tak ada tempat stand? Tak ada stand untuk kamera?
Tak, madam.
Tak ada
Tak.
Okay, kalau tak ada, you dah tulis siap-siap tu kan? Okay. So sebab dia sekejap bergerak sana, bergerak sini, bergerak sana, sekejap nampak, sekejap tak nampak, macam biskut chips small.
Saya boleh buat link ni atas kertas yang lebih besar, nanti saya boleh macam pen kamera letak tempat yang tak bergerak dan boleh macam angkat kertas tunjuk macam tu sambil bersuara nanti.
Okay. Tak apa. Cuma sekarang ni cikgu cuma tegur yang tu je lah sebab dia bergerak-gerak. Nanti sama ada you nak tulis siap-siap kemudian you gerakkan kertas macam you buat tu pun tak apa. Okay dah. Tapi sebab every time you move the paper down, your camera move along. Okay. So nanti kita tak nampak. Apa tu kita pening tengok macam tu. So kalau susah, you boleh terus tunjuk semua, tak payah ni. Jadi you pegang kamera dan okay. Tunjuk macam tu je lah kot. Okay. Okay. Teruskan.
So with this you can sort of figure out what to do in order to find n, and the answer we'll get is n is equals to 7. So right after that we have to find out the total the total expenses of the food spent by Encik Suhaimi for his chickens. So for that we will be using this next formula here, which is n, sorry for my handwriting, n divided by 2 in brackets 2a plus in brackets n minus 1 times d. So we'll just fill in the information that we have gotten from the previous equation to this next equation here, which is what I have written down here. And you can either count it out using hand, or if you're lazy like me, you can just use a calculator, and you'll end up with 6,300 ringgit. But the total amount of the amount of money that costs for one chicken to be fed is 15 cents. So the amount the amount just now, we will have to divide that with 0.50 to get our final answer, which is 350. Wait, hold up. We will get our final answer, which is 3,150 ringgit, which is the total of expenses of the food spent for the chickens of Encik Suhaimi. That is all.
Okay. Cuma just make sure that your camera is
Stationary.
placed static. Okay. So your explanation is quite good. Just make sure your handwriting does not move here and there and here and there. Okay. Okay. Next. Thank you,
madam. Doctor.
Okay. Who's next? Mimi with Mimi and Amani.
Yes.
Amani, who is the first presenter?
Me.
You. Mimi, the
Madam,
second one.
Can I share my own screen on Microsoft?
Yes, that is better because if you share your own screen, the screen is bigger.
Okay.
Okay, the screen is bigger. Okay,
So,
so let me remove myself and Mimi.
okay.
You can
Share.
you can
Okay.
start now. Okay.
So, we continue with geometric progression. Geometric progression, also called as geometric sequence of number, which differ from each other by a common ratio. So we look at this part, which is identifying geometric progression. There is a famous legend regarding the invention of chess related to series. According to the legend, a king from India wanted to meet the chess inventor to give recognition because the invention was interesting. The chess inventor only re- requests weight to be given to him according to the following calculation. We look at the green box. 1 grain of wheat is the first grade, 2 grain of wheat in the second grade, 4 grain of wheat in the third grade, and so on until the last grade. When the chessboard was filled, the total amount of grain was given to the chess inventor was 1.84 multiplied by 10 power of 19, which is equivalent to 1.2 metric tons. The calculation of the amounts of grain can be obtained using geometric progression. For example, the sequence of 2, 4, 8, and 16 is a geometric sequence when common ratio is 2. The common ratio is the amount between each number. When, for example, 2 multiplied 2 is 4, 4 multiplied 2 and is 8, 8 multiplied 2 is 16, and so on. We can find the common ratio of geometric progression by finding the ratio between any two adjacent terms. So we'll look at the inquiry for. The aim is to identifying geometric progression. There are various bacteria in our surrounding. Bacteria can be found on unhygienic food, human and animal intestine. Bacteria can reproduce very fast and lead to disease such as diarrhea. The rate at which a bacterium reproduces is double at the same rate, which is every 20 minutes. A bacterium will become two bacterium will become four, and so on. If a human intestine has 2 million bacteria, he or she will be affected with diarrhea. So let's look at number 2. It said that, let's say, if a type of food has only one bacterium, if you consume the food, estimate the time taken for you to be affected with diarrhea. This table shows the number of bacteria reproduced. One box represents the reproduction of the bacteria in 20 minutes. So this is the box that show the bacteria are reproduced. And this is the answer that I've made. So it shows that each box is a reproduction of the bacteria in 20 minutes. So you look at, for example, 1 multiplies 2 is 2, 2 multiply 4 is 6, bukan. 2 multiply 2 is 4. 4 equals to 2 power of 3 and so on until it reach 2 million. We continue with Mimi Erdina for number 4. Okay.
Macam cikgu macam mana nak share screen?
Dekat bawah tu ada hak gambar macam komputer tu.
Gambar macam komputer.
Ya,
Oh,
ada gambar macam ni. Apa komputer bukan laptop, gambar komputer tu, share screen dia ada tulis ataupun kadang-kadang dia warna hijau kat situ.
ha? Ya,
Nampak tak?
tak boleh lah cikgu.
Mimi nak tunjuk apa? Buku teks ke?
Ya. Ya.
Okey, sekejap je. Nanti kita tengok macam mana nak ni. Sekejap. Buku teks. Okay, sekejap Which part?
Page 140. To share.
140, this one? This example. Example here?
Yes. Alamak.
Okay.
Lain semua.
Mimi, tunjuk muka sebab you nak tang.
Okay. Yalah. I nak tunjuk muka. Nanti nampak, nanti hang nampak. Okay. Macam ni. Okay. Huh? Thank you. Okay, so next, we continue with cikgu, inquiry 4. Huh? Aku nervous. Jom pasal itu. Okay. Dah, lari. Okay. So next, we continue with number 4. How long does it take for you to infected with diarrhea? From the situation given, it states that human will be infected with diarrhea if they have 2 million bacteria in their body. By using the table that Amani had shown to us, we can see that it takes 20 times for the bacteria to reproduce every 20 minutes. So the solution is, we need to multiply 21 by 20. With that, we will get the duration, which is 7 hours for the bacteria to infected human body. Okay, next, number 5. Determine the method to get the number of bacteria every 20 minutes from the previous 20 minutes. Is the value a constant? The method that we are using in inquiry 4 is geometric progression. And the value is a constant because the bacteria reproduce double at the same rate. Next, we see the example 10. Example 10. Macam mana ni? Okay. Example 10. Determine whether the progression below is a geometric progression. Give your justification. For question A, the first term is 5. We need to use the formula of geometric progression, which is R equal to T1 over T2 equal to T3 over T2 and equal so on equal Tn over Tn minus 1. In this textbook, it show we need to use T2 over T1 and T3 over T2, which is R equal to 15 over 5. 15 is T2 while 5 is T1. So we get the common ratio is 3. For R2, we use T3 over T2, which is 45 over 15. And we get the same common ratio, which is 3. While R3, we use T4 over T3, and we still get the same common ratio, which is 3. So this progression is a geometric progression because the common ratio R is the same. For
Okay.
question B,
Mimi,
0.1, yes.
Mimi, I think you need to use either headphone or what is the other earphone, because your voice is so slow, so we cannot hear you clearly actually.
Oh,
Ah,
okay.
okay.
Alright.
Then when you just read from these textbooks the calculation, if you just read the calculation from the textbook, others will be bored and actually did not understand what is actually you are trying to explain. So I think the first step you need to actually focus focus and make sure that your audience know what is actually they are going to hear from you. From this example, when you read the questions, so you need to explain first how to determine whether the sequences is actually a geometric progression or arithmetic progression. You need to compare those first. So maybe you can explain first the first sequences consists of 2, 4. For the first four terms, which is the first term is 5, the second term is 15, the third term, yes, you can just read like this. The third terms is 45, and we have the fourth terms is 135. From these sequences, if you want to determine whether it is a arithmetic progression, so you need to find the value of the common difference. But in this question, we need to justify the sequences is geometric progression. So what we will do is actually we will find the common difference represented by R or known as R, common ratio. R stands for ratio. So what is actually the formula of common ratio? You can use either T2 divided by T1 or T3 divided by T2 or T4 divided by T3. It depends on you. But because we need to justify, so we need to try all this possibility to make sure that the common ratio is actually the same. Terang ni dulu. Kemudian barulah you tunjuk. Okay, let us find the first common ratio from T2 divided by T1. You tunjuk. Kemudian you dapat R1 is equal to 3. Then continue with R2 because we have 4 terms. So suppose we will have 3 common ratio. Okay. So try the other common ratio from T3 divided by T2. Still you get the same answer, which is 3. Try the other 4 divided by T3 because why do we need to try all this? Because if R1 equal to R2 equal to R3, then we can confidently say that this is the geometric progression because all the common ratio is the same. Terang macam tu. Samalah macam yang bawah tu juga.
Okay.
Okay. Lepas tu cikgu rasa mungkin sebab telefon tu jauh jadi mungkin tak berapa nak dengar.
Okay.
So rasa kena dekatkan sikit kot.
Alright. Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Do you have another part to explain?
No.
No.
Yes.
Okay, so try lepas tu cuba tengok sekarang ni macam mana kita orang nampak muka Mimi kat sini. Kita nampak kepala je.
Sebab saya punya earphone dia tak ada apa? Tak ada benda-benda tu.
Oh, okay. So buat sesuatu supaya kita boleh nampak betul-betul lah
Okay.
Okay. So cikgu akan remove Amani dengan Mimi sebab cikgu akan tinggal dengan Sofia dan Kristina
Okay.
Okay, boleh you can leave studio now. Sekejap, cikgu nak out. Kick from studio. Sofia. Okay, cikgu rasa kena standby Sofia. Takut nanti esok Kristina punya line jadi macam tadi. Mana tak? Inquiry 3. Okay, Kristina.
Okay, today I will explain inquiry 3, which is the aim is to derive the formula of sum of the first n terms Sn of the arithmetic progression. What is the formula of sum of the first n terms? I will give the formula first so that it may help you to understand inquiry 3. So the formula is Sn equals to n over 2 times by first term plus last terms. Okay, now let's move to inquiry 3. We focus on the second column where we are going to calculate sum of terms of S2. Okay, let's take a look at diagram 1. There are two grids, T1 and T2, where T2 is I'll repeat. Now let's take a look at diagram 1. There are two grids, T1 and T2. T1 equals to A, while T2 is D higher than T1, which means A plus D. So here we can see the information we obtain from diagram 1, the value of T1 and T2. Now let's move to diagram 2, where what we can see here is the same grid T1 and T2 were put inversely to form a rectangle, because we are going to use the formula of rectangle to calculate the sum of the terms. Now let's see the formula of the area of the rectangle first. As given here, T1 plus T2, T1, the first term, plus T2, the last terms, times by 2, which we can also classify as n. Next step, is substitute the value of T1 and T2 to get the area of rectangle. Now to get the sum, which is half of the rectangle, which is half of area of rectangle, we must divide the area of rectangle by 2. Now let's move forward to S3. Leave behind the answer of S2. We are going forward to S3. Then we are going to nanti madam saya buat S4 dan S5. Lepas saya akan cakap untuk compare kan nak apa jawapan inquiry 3 tu nak compare semua tu kan ada nak compare semua jawapan last kali tu dia ada benda sama kan. Okay, let's continue to S3. The same grid T1 and T2, but there is one additional grid T3 with the same D. We can obtain the value of T3 by using the formula of Tn equals to A plus N minus 1D. So now we have obtained all the information from diagram 3. We move to diagram 4. The same thing was done to diagram 4 as diagram 2. The same grid T1, T2 and T3 was put inversely to form rectangle. Now let's take a look at the formula. T1, the first term, plus T3, the last term, times by 3. Okay, why? Why they doesn't use T2? Because T1 plus T3 has the same value of T2 plus T2. So the same things as diagram 2. The total area of a rectangle was divided by 2 to get the sum of the terms. Okay, lepas tu nanti saya terang S4 dengan S5. Saya tak okey. Nanti saya tukar. Kena.
Okay.
Oh.
Sebab rasanya kena tunjuk lah kot, tak apa. Yang ni you explain, dan untuk S4 saja cukup lah. S4 saja cukup rasanya. Kemudian terus SN.
Okay.
Okay. Tak, sebenarnya kan dia ada kat sini, dia punya explanation, nampak tak ada kat sini? So jangan, tapi kita tak nak baca ni sebab nanti bila kita baca dia orang akan tengok kat sini. So cikgu rasa bagus kalau macam kat sini nanti cikgu akan besarkan ni. Sekejap cikgu akan besarkan dia as ni supaya you boleh explain ayat ni. So maksudnya cikgu akan besarkan sampai dia jadi begini supaya semua orang boleh nampak ni. Macam ni, you kena terang betul-betul benda ni. Lepas tu tengok ayat dia. Ni kat sini, sebab you nak kena explain ni betul-betul bagi dia orang faham ni. Kat sini, macam mana T2 ni boleh dapat A tambah D.
Okay.
Okay?
Nak tengah lain ke macam mana? Kita nak sambung.
Tak payah, tak apa. Cuma make sure jangan tergagap lah esok. Okay? S4 kemudian terus SN. Ni sebenarnya dia dah terang kat sini tapi you kena guna ayat sendirilah untuk explain sambil tunjuk. Sebenarnya kalau tunjuk lagi nampak tapi takut nanti masa kita tunjuk tu jadi kamera bergerak. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So, saya nak buat
Apa?
SN.
Ya. Besar cikgu kecilkan. You nak sebut SN dah kan?
Nak cakap macam compare semua
Sebab maksudnya kat sini you kena tulis T1, T2, T3, T4, lepas tu lukis Tn kat hujung tu.
Okay.
Kan ni dekat semua ni T1, T2, T3, T4 apa semua. Lukislah supaya dia orang nampak. Okay, try explain.
By comparing all the results of some of the terms that we got just now, S2, S3, S4, we obtain the same we obtain wait a minute. We get that all of the answer just now has the same things. Contoh.
Tak boleh. Tak boleh tunjuk macam tu. Tak nak nampak melintang. Orang tak boleh baca. Yes, you can tunjuk macam tu. Sat, sebenarnya macam ni. Kalau you nak tunjuk tu, kita kena tutup sini. Cikgu kena tutup skrin, cikgu kena keluar, Sofia kena keluar. Baru akan jadi besar. Tengok Sat, cikgu stop. So rasanya lebih baik kalau you hilang. Sat, cikgu stop sharing first. So cikgu remove Sofia dan cikgu remove diri cikgu.
Tapi nanti madam yang ni ada dekat belah bawah sikit dalam buku teks tu. Tapi saya rasa saya boleh lukis semua daripada inquiry tree tu masuk dalam ni. Okay. We obtain the formula Sn equals to n over 2 times 2a plus n minus 1d. This is the result. This is the same things that we get from all of the calculation we did just now. From here, we can say that Sn, From here, we can say that 2a plus n minus 1d is the total of the first term plus last terms.
Sat, tak nampak tau. Macam kenapa mungkin kamera tu kena jauh sikit kot. Macam tu Sat, cikgu tengok cikgu keluar. Rasanya dia kena jauh, tak boleh dekat sangat sebab kita tak nampak.
First term plus last terms times by n, which is the total number of terms, divide by 2. So this is the formula of sum of the first n terms Sn. Saya dah habis terang query 3. Madam, saya dah habis terang inquiry 3.
Jap, cikgu nak tengok ni A plus apa?
A plus all of L.
Tu yang
Last
muskil
term.
tu L. Okay. Macam mana dari sini boleh dapat sini? So ada dua formula kan? Ada formula Macam mana dari Sn first formula, you get Sn the second formula?
Okay. From the first formula, 2a plus n minus 1b is the area of rectangle, which we can take a look back at from diagram 2 and diagram 4. T1 plus T2 times n. Diagram 2, T1 plus T2. The first terms plus second terms, which also the last.
Sekejap cikgu tengok. Macam mana kita nak explain supaya dia orang faham. Sebab ni sebenarnya kena buktikan ni sebenarnya ni dari sini. 2A tambah N tolak 1D ni 2A tambah N tolak 1D ni rumus apa?
Yes, daripada S2, S3, jawapan yang last kali S2, dia adalah benda yang sama. Macam apa? Ni adalah
Sebab kita nak kena kait dua ni kan. Sekarang ni you dah explain bagus juga yang untuk SN tu. Tapi sebab you nak kena wujudkan ni L ni. L ialah last term. Okay. So last term maksudnya ialah TN. Kita tak tahu terms keberapa. So kita assume dia sebagai TN lah. Last term. TN apa rumus dia? A tambah N tolak 1D kan?
Ya.
So maksudnya dekat sebab itulah A tambah A TN tu tambah tengok dekat buku teks cikgu Syed. Kalau you tengok dekat buku teks dia ada sebab tu dia jadi 2A. Sebab A yang tadi tambah dengan 2A tolak 1. 2A tambah N tolak 1D. Macam tu. Nak kena relate dua tu. Nak kena, so you kena macam betul-betul explain kenapa dia jadi L. Macam tu. Okay. Lepas tu, you nak tunjukkan, sekarang ni you kena tahu TN tu lah. Macam mana kita nak tahu TN? So yang tu nak kena explain juga.
Okay. Yang formula TN.
Ya.
Okay.
So rasa kena prepare betul-betul lagi sekali. Supaya tak tergagap-gagap esok kot lah.
Okay.
Sofia? Sofia kena ready kalau katalah Christina terbeku nanti cikgu akan up Sofia naik. So maknanya Sofia kena alert kat mana dia berhenti. Sofia. Oh Sofia, kau punya mic tu mute. Kan kau cakap seorang-seorang lagi. Sofia. Sofia. Sofia hilang. Tak apalah. Christina dah bentang okey dah. Cuma belum confident betul-betul tau. So maksudnya macam kena praktis sikit dulu. Maksudnya kena praktis nak cakap apa. Ingat ni 15 minit ialah untuk 20 minit cikgu peruntukkan 20 minit macam tu untuk you punya group. So you kena divide dua tu, tengok siapa punya yang paling banyak yang akan explain lama. So kena bagi priority kat dia.
Okay.
Okay, cikgu rasa macam Sofia dia boleh cepatkan explanation pada example 6 dengan 7 sebab sangat simple. Example 8 mungkin ambil masa sikit. Kristina memang betul-betul kena explain supaya orang faham inquiry tu. Setakat ni cikgu dengar cikgu masih lost. Maksudnya ada kemungkinan kawan tu dia dengar tapi dia lost lepas tu. Sebab maksudnya kita tak lancar. Okay. Explain dah okay. Cuma sebab kita tak lancar, dia jadi terstop. Terstop lah. So cuba fikirkan cara supaya kita boleh explain cepat. Mungkin tanpa share screen tapi just tunjuk daripada gambar tu. Mungkin lebih mudah macam tu. Kan? Tunjuk S1, tunjuk S2, lepas tu tunjuk je terus S4. Tak payah tunjuk S3.
Okay.
Kalau nak buat sendiri. Lepas tu terus SN. Buat siap-siap duduk dalam satu page. Satu kertas ni untuk S1. Satu kertas macam tu. Jadi cikgu rasa macam senang. Bila you habis S1 you boleh buang dia ke tepi. Sebab cikgu rasa yang penting ialah part Kristina. Sebab part Kristina dia akan membantu part Sofia. Lepas tu membantu part Adam Haziq dengan si Malik. Okay? Okay, so good luck untuk esok. Dah kita dah pukul 10.52. Kesian kat you boleh ni dah. Esok cikgu nak pergi sekolah lagi. Penat. Okay? Okay, good luck. Jumpa esok. Kalau ada masalah, Roger. Sebelum kelas. Okay? Okay, bye. Dah, boleh
Bye.
leave studio. Cikgu remove lah senang. Remove.